Hi everyone. Today we will see how we can set up Playwright MCP um, using VS Code. Let's understand what is Playwright MCP means, and let's see how exactly it will work today. And for that to set up, just have to type Playwright MCP in Google, and there is a GitHub repository available for this, which was maintained by the Microsoft. You can click on that, and if we scroll down a bit, so here they have provided some description how it will work and all. So MCP means they are saying model context protocol server, and that provides browser automation capabilities using Playwright. So ultimately this model context protocol uses Playwright to provide browser automation capabilities, and also it will interact with agents. It may be ChatGPT, it may be Gemini, it may be DeepSeek, it may be any other cloud, right? So this server is like a bridge between LLMs to run browser automation using Playwright capabilities. So that's what here they are saying. It is a model context protocol server, and that provides a browser automation capabilities using Playwright, and this server enables LLMs to interact with the web pages through structured accessibility snapshots. That's what the meaning it is. So let's understand like how we can set up and how we can work with it. In simple, if you come down, they are giving multiple options to configure this. We can configure it in VS Code settings.json, or else they have given directly options. I know we don't need to go through any of the commands, any of these commands. You can directly click on VS Code or VS Code Insider. Anything would be fine. So in both the similar process we have to follow in both VS Code and VS Code Insiders. So if you click on VS Code Insiders here option, it will ask us to open Visual Studio Code Insider. So just click on this option and then it will open up uh, the VS Code Insider. Don't worry about the stuff that you are looking here. So in my case I have already set up, so that's why you're seeing all the options. So in your case this option will these options will common. So just select install server. Once you click on install server, what will happen, it will add this Playwright and Playwright MCP latest server details to a settings.json, right? Do not get confused. In the settings.json, it will simply add this bit of code. So what we have to do here, I am getting a running option, but in your case, if I stop this server, you will get a start option. You don't need to do anything, just once you install it, this option will be available. So let me close this so that it will be a bit clear. So in your case, once you click on install, you can see this start option here, right? So there is a start option. So simply what you can do is start it. So click on start. So what will happen once you click on start, so internally it will get started. So what we have to do now, right? So we have set up the MCP, but how it will work, right? So what we have to do, so we have to add any LLM available for the VS Code. It might be a GitHub Copilot, it might be a client, it might be anything, right? So even if you would want to choose any other ChatGPT, any other that agent that you want to use, you can just search for it and add the extension of ChatGPT or GitHub Copilot, whatever. So in my case I am using GitHub Copilot. So what I have to do, what you have to do, just search for GitHub Copilot and install it. So in my case I have already installed, that's why we are not seeing any install option here. So in my case it's already installed. So go back to a file explorer, you can close this. Once you install the GitHub Copilot, you will get this option here. So in my case the option is here. In your case you can uh, you can look after it, so where it is and all. So then you have to open the GitHub Copilot. So just open a GitHub Copilot. I have ran some steps to automate a simple scenario to navigate to Google and capture the title and take a screenshot and validate the Google title and then close the browser and then create a future file for same scenario in a current working directory. That's why we are seeing a Google navigation feature file here. So as of now I will delete this, don't need that, and then copy the same exact steps what I performed, and I'll try to perform the same steps again so that I can show you the demo how it will work. So we no need to go for the complex scenarios as of now, because this video is just to understand how we can set up and all. So before to do that, I wanted to tell you one more thing. So here my GitHub Copilot is working because I logged in to GitHub Copilot accounts. Like I have a GitHub account, so I have logged into that. So that's why I'm able to interact with this GitHub Copilot. So in your case also, when you install the plugin here and when you start using it, it will ask for the login credentials. Just log in it, so you don't need to worry about that security reasons and all. You can log in it with your own credentials, with your personal GitHub account, whatever, you can log into it. And then once you log in, right, how MCP recognize and how MCP interact with this GitHub Copilot. So initially when you installed it, right, so you will see this option, just ask option here in the type. What type we have to select? This is a modal type, right? This is a mode. So this mode we have to change. Initially it will be ask by default. So what you have to do, you have to change this to agent. So when you change this to agent, you will get an options. When you change this to agent, immediately it will recognize these tools, whatever the tools available for the MCP. So and it will by default will be selected, and you can simply click OK. Not only tools, everything, whatever the other tools available, right? Codebase, find usage, get VS Code, API references, get problem, get changes, everything. Whatever the tools available for this in MCP server, all will be selected by default. Just click OK. That's it. And after that, you want to select on which agent you want to work. In my case, I am working with Claude. In your case, you want to work with ChatGPT, go ahead with selecting a ChatGPT. Similarly, you can add models here. If you add it, if you click on add, it will ask what model you want to add, right? So similarly, you can go through this process. Right now I'm not going to all this process. You can add even ChatGPT, DeepSeek, other models as well, but as of now stick to this process. So GitHub Copilot is as of now sufficient to understand and run simple scripts to understand how exactly MCP is working. So just this is in simple way and easy to set up GitHub Copilot. I recommend you to start using GitHub Copilot first, and then it by default we will be having Claude and GPT. So try to use Claude. If you don't find Claude, install it in your local machine, then it may be option will be appeared. Okay, so then just once that done, we have to change this to agent, and the agent what type of agent we have to select, and then simply we have to run a script. Script means prompt. So this is a prompt I want to run, right? Navigate to we navigate to google.com and then capture the title, and then take a screenshot of current page and validate title with Google as expected and close the browser. Then create a feature file for same scenario in current working directory. This is a scenario, this is a test I want to run. It is very simple high level test, and let's understand how it will work now. Just you have to send this to agent. Once you configure that, I mean to say, like, after you configured all these things, you have to send this prompt to an agent. Then it will use Playwright, as they mentioned in the website. It will use browser capabilities. There are some browser capabilities like browser navigate, take screenshot, click, browser click and all. So it will understand and it will click, and it will use the browser. So you have to click on each, continue on each step. You just have to click OK. See, the browser will opened. The browser is getting opened, and I have to click continue to take screenshot again. Yeah, after this step, what it is saying from the page snapshot and title, I can confirm that the title is indeed Google as expected. Now I will close the browser. Yeah, we only said that, after this validation we want to close the browser, so it's asking browser close. This is also a Playwright capability which was from MCP. If you click on continue, it will close the browser. And then, as we expected, it created a feature file in current working directory with the similar steps that we want to perform, that we ask LLM to perform. So if you see here, it has written a feature, and then it will even written a description. As a user, I want to navigate to Google home page so that I can verify its title and appearance, right? So what is a feature? Google home page navigation and validation. What is a scenario here? So navigate to Google and verify title. So it has done half of the work, so we don't need to create any feature files going forward, right? So in simple, I know that for complex scenarios we need to write a prompts that LLMs should catch and work faster to implement this process, but till today it will work for smaller scenarios. You can simply give a prompt, and then you can get with the feature file again, and then you can generate a feature files, and you can get ready with them before going for the scripting, right? So in this case we can utilize this, and we can map feature this Gherkin language given when then and keys to methods, and we can start scripting in automation. So this is how MCP will work. You can see here step by step, so how exactly it will navigate and all. So browser navigation, take screenshot, browser close, everything you can see step by step here. Even it will provide steps as well, what and all it performed. So this is how exactly the MCP, this is how MCP will work basically. So that's it for this video. Hope this finds you well. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.